Oh, hello everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It was pretty crazy how quickly a lot of people hopped on in here. So glad to see people actually got notified. Hopefully you can hear me. How's everybody doing today? Welcome. This is pretty much live before I go to work tonight, but I felt like I hadn't talked to you guys for a while. I was busy over the weekend. Really want to get a chance to actually sit down and talk to you. A lot of new faces probably in the channel, so I want to make sure I at least have the time to chat up and make sure everybody's doing okay. How is everybody doing on this lovely Monday? That's probably the wrong thing to say. No, Monday's lovely for the most part. Hey, Albert, just in case. Emerald, how you doing? YW Hair Force, hey, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Showtime, Mike, how are you guys doing? Ava, welcome, welcome. Hey, Jason, how are you doing, man? Glad to see you. Yeah, a lot of you guys are probably curious on where I've been these past few days. I've been doing a lot of housework. I've been really trying to get a lot of stuff done around here. My brother is going to be moving out, so we're getting all that stuff settled. It's been a little bit of a struggle to try to get everything maintained as best as I can. Obviously, I try to get everything kind of shoved into as much time as I possibly can, and sometimes it doesn't work out. So I apologize for anybody who's actually been looking forward to certain content and really wanting certain content to be dropped. It's just a very busy time in my life. How are you guys doing? Not having the best Monday. My headphones broke today. I'm sorry to hear that. I hate when that happens. I've had that happen to me once or twice, and it's not fun. Normally when I break mine, I have to go out and I try to upgrade. I don't try to buy the same ones. I try to get better ones. So like my current headset is pretty decent. I'm hoping I don't break them again because, well, mine didn't break. Member for 13 months. Hey, Yellow Rice Boy. Yellow Rice Boy, did you see the video I posted in your honor, man? For your donation to the GoFundMe. I posted that video, man. I tagged you in it. I'm not sure if you saw it or not, but if you did, I decided I'd try to get a lot of those kicked out. So I'm hoping if you guys did donate to the GoFundMe, you guys saw that I started getting a lot of those kind of videos done. I've missed you. Well, thank you, Sparkleberry. I appreciate that. I miss talking to you guys. I really do. I really hate that my schedule has been just booked lately. But at the same time, it's kind of nice. I kind of like that it's been taken up a lot lately. I like that I have stuff to do. Dawn of the Dead. Dawn Mary. I love that name. Love that name. One of my favorite films of all time is the original 1979. 79 or 8. I'm going to look that up right now. Don't you quote me. Dawn 78. Okay. I was pretty right. Okay, I'm going to take it. I'll take it. I had to second guess myself, but I got it right. It's already Tuesday for us here. Totally broke now, but I get paid the day after tomorrow. No problem. No problem. Makes perfect sense. Hey, how's it going, Darren? Welcome. Member for 20 months. 20 months of channel. First off, let's give a round of applause to both Yellow Rice Boy and Jason Stewart for being like members for as long as they have been. My God, I appreciate that level of commitment and support. You have no idea. It is the most humbling thing, especially to where I've been struggling a lot lately. You guys just continue to choose to support me. I just really appreciate that. It's fun. I'm doing good. I saw a weird, rude comment about Josh and Molly. I think someone is not understanding the type of humor. Someone literally just said that they do drugs. Like, what the F? Here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. And I will say this. I love Josh and Molly, but there have been times to where they've hinted at doing drugs. Now, obviously, they're not going to just straight up say that they do, but they've hinted at it. So maybe there might be some people who might take that and actually take it seriously. Or they do. I don't know. I don't know the boys, obviously. I don't know them in person. And, to each their own. Whatever's their business is their business. But not saying they do it. It's just, would I be surprised? No, not necessarily. I guess I wouldn't be too surprised. Not saying they do. I'm just saying. And that's no diss on them. I mean, this is stuff they put out there themselves. To give an example, this is how big of a boys fan I am, and I'm a big boys fan. One of the things that really made people kind of question whether if they did drugs or not behind the scenes was there was a moment in one of their videos. It was a Truth or Dare segment. They did a Truth or Dare thing, or like they did a something along those lines. No, it was a hot wings challenge thing where they had to like dip the hot sauces. They had to spin the wheel and stuff. And you have to either choose to answer the question honestly, or you have to do this. And one of the questions was, what was Josh and Molly doing in the bathroom with the stall doors shut? And they looked at each other, gave each other a big smile, and just took the spin to try to, eat one of the hot sauces. They refused to answer the question, but I think most people can kind of get an idea of why they probably didn't want to answer that. Right? Now, obviously, I don't know what they were doing in the stall, but if I had to guess, that would be one of my first guesses. Just the way the comment said stuff. Some people go at him, It makes sense. And by the way, thank you so much. Remember, for 35 months. Dude, it got bigger every single time. First, we had a 13-month, 20-month, and then a 35-month. Damn, that is impressive. Thank you so much. Awesome, Francis. You've been one of my biggest supporters, one of my longest supporters. You're awesome. Hey, Screenlight, how you doing, man? Antonis, hey, Jordan, what's up, man? Hey, not too much, Antonis. How are you doing, man? I'm just chatting it up, chilling with you guys, talking about whatever you guys want to talk about. If you have anything in the world of today that you want to mention or get my opinion on, ask away. If you want to know any of my favorite movies, ask away. Whatever you want to talk about, we will talk about it. It's all good. That's what these live streams are for. It's for you guys to have an actual conversation with me. I try to get to every question, every comment. Sometimes I fail. Sometimes I don't. Most of the time, I don't, but sometimes I do. So, Marissa, how are you doing? Welcome. Anna Banana, I love that name. Hey, Jordan and everyone. Hey, how you doing? Francis and Yellow Rice Boy. You've come a long way, Jordan. It's cool seeing your channel grow. Well, thank you so much, Francis. Yeah, it's grown in a way that I'm very proud of. I'm very proud of the way this channel has progressed. There's obviously a lot of things I plan on doing with this channel at some point in the future. I want to get back into movie reactions as soon as possible. Reason why I haven't is, first off and foremost, I did get the camera batteries and all that stuff. I got to get the whole new setup going because the way my setup is right now, it's going to be kind of difficult to place the camera. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that and make the camera angle look good. And then I'm going to start recording those as soon as possible. I'm sorry to hear that you're sick, Marissa. I'm the one who got proposed to at the Conjuring house when you reacted to Saturday, guys. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Congratulations again. Okay. Okay, now it makes sense. I love when people from the paranormal community start hopping on into these live streams and getting a chat up in here. I appreciate that. I was about to watch One Piece episode. One Piece. Yes, fantastic. You always got to love One Piece. I don't care what people say. I know there's a lot of people out in the world right now who are saying One Piece is overrated. They refuse to watch anything that long. It is possibly one of the coolest journeys I've ever been a part of, and I will consider it to be a part of this journey. I will consider myself to be part of this journey. It's one of the greatest, I think, adventures of all time, with a pretty surreal kind of very much relatable world, surprisingly. I forgot to tell you, I finally got my Grinch silicone mask in the mail last month. I love it. Oh, that's fantastic. And, thank you so much, dude, for the donation. I really appreciate that. Everybody, if you have not, go hit that like button on Antonis' donation. That was very sweet of him to do. I appreciate you, man. And I'm very happy that you got your Grinch silicone mask. I actually, if you guys don't know, the Grinch silicone mask is from Immortal Masks, the same place I got my alien mask back there. I know it's hard to see under the plastic, but that is an alien green mask. Very cool masks that they make, made of silicone, so when you move the mouth moves along with you. Very highly recommended. Love that place. The reason, why I obviously can't get more is because they're insanely expensive. I mean, don't get me wrong. As somebody who has bought a mask from them, I can tell you it's absolutely worth it. You would love the quality, but it's a pretty penny. It's a pretty penny. I won't lie about that. You finally got your dowsing rods and a pendulum. Oh, nice. Hair Force. Hey, Dawn of the Dead. Let's see here. Welcome, everybody. This isn't a hit on Casper's site, but I noticed he and a few other alien debunkers not realize were CGI. At these days, it'd be interesting if you looked into CGI because it really is easy to fake stuff. Absolutely. I mean, that's the thing. When we talk about Casper's site, and I appreciate you not saying it's not a hit on him, because sometimes when people send messages or post comments, it's hard to really tell what kind of emotion you're really throwing in there with that comment. So I appreciate you actually mentioning that it's not a hit on him. Having said that, I personally have no issues with Casper's site. Casper's site is an entertainer at best. I mean, not at best. But Casper's site is an entertainer. He just loves to have fun doing what he does. He's a reactor who has fun watching creepy videos online. He's not necessarily the person, at least that I've noticed, to go out and start debunking stuff and saying whether something's fake or not. He's in it for the thrill of the videos, to where a lot of people like me, who, well, even back then, I still kind of tried to point out when I think something was fake or not. But him, like me and other people on YouTube, we try to kind of separate the real looking stuff from the fake looking stuff, the obvious. So, I mean, that's just us, but that doesn't mean everybody has to follow suit. In my personal opinion, I don't think everybody has to follow suit. But that's just me. That's just me. But with Casper Sight, he's a very fun individual, but I would definitely love to take a look at some of those videos and actually tell you whether I think they're real or fake. I think most people, though, when you're looking at UFO videos and things like that, or like even paranormal videos, you can normally kind of get a sense of when something's really obviously CGI or fake, that it doesn't look like it's really there, or just by the way the thing moves or anything along those lines, the camera movements. I mean, anything can really make something look fake. So, I mean, that's all the things I kind of pay attention for. Are you ready for The Strangers Chapter 1 this month? Believe it or not, I'm not really jumping up with glee for the new Strangers stuff. As a matter of fact, the one movie I've been really hearing a lot of stuff about would be Last Night with the Devil, or something like that. Yeah, I want to say that's what it's called. And it's apparently on Shudder, and it's apparently really good. People are praising it and actually really saying it's a really good time. Late Night with the Devil. Thank you so much. Not last night. Late Night with the Devil. Hey, Glenn. How you doing? Smurfy. Welcome. How you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for hitting that like button, by the way. Helps out with the algorithm. People will actually start hopping on in here and being a part of the conversation. Already up to 60 views, too, and only 13 likes. Hit that like button for me. Come on. Hit that like button. Really need to finally jump into One Piece. Looks awesome. It's a really good time. I think it does get a lot more flack than it deserves. I think it gets a lot more heat than it necessarily deserves. I know there's a lot of people who say that it's a slow start, which is very obviously true. But you got to remember, too, that other fantastic animes and shows have a slow beginning, and eventually you will get caught up into it. I will say for One Piece, it doesn't really pick up until you get to probably, and I don't want to come off like this is an insult to the first couple seasons of One Piece or like the first few episodes of One Piece, but I would say things don't really pick up until you get to the Baratie. And then after the Baratie, I think things start getting really interesting and a lot more fun. But it does take a few episodes to kind of get there. But you're introduced to what I think are some of the best anime characters ever written, in my personal opinion. I think it's just a fantastic, fun time. Is Sam and Colby still ghost hunting? I'm sure they're still ghost hunting. It's just, they're kind of, I think, on a hiatus right now, taking a little bit of a break or editing some more content. They might have a lot of investigations filmed, but they're kind of editing that stuff right now. Yeah, rest in peace, Bernard Hill. Yeah, if you guys hadn't heard, Bernard Hill, the man who played the captain in Titanic, and he also played Theoden in the Lord of the Rings trilogy, The Two Towers and The Return of the King, passed away the other day, unfortunately. I want to say he was 79 years old, if I can remember. I think he was like 79. I could be wrong about that. But very heartbreaking, very sad. Obviously, Theoden was one of my personal favorite characters. Out of all the kings in the Lord of the Rings movies, he was by far my favorite. Don't even get me started of whatever his name was. God, what was the king's name for Gondor, or the Steward of Gondor? Oh gosh. Oh my God, what was his name? Denethor. Denethor was his name. That guy was such a dick, but Theoden was like your ideal, what you wanted from a kingly figure. And he played probably one of my favorite characters in that entire series. Yeah, by far. So good. I just found out you're having it. Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations. Hell yeah, Mama Galaxy. That's awesome. Welcome everybody. I see more people hopping on in. Johnny, welcome, man. Traveling all day and home in my room, eating soup. I don't blame you there. I ate some eggs today. I had some eggs and one of those really healthy yogurts. Yep. I saw your reaction video of the Twister movie. We had the real deal on the 26th of April. A lot of tornadoes touching down. A few of them were 2 miles away. My job and sirens went. I remember when I was working for logistics over at Amazon in Wilmington, Ohio. And there was one day where we were confident we were going to have a touchdown. And I remember we were looking at the landing. What is it called where airplanes kind of land and then take off from? Not the landing docks. Are they called landing docks? I can't remember, but it's like a giant parking lot where airplanes land. I sound like an idiot, but I'm not a professional. That's what would happen. They would land and then they would take off once we loaded them. And I remember we were looking out in the parking lot. Landing strip. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Landing strip. We looked out in the landing strip and it was so freaking foggy outside with rain just crashing down and lightning off in the distance that we were just kind of standing there looking at it. Sirens are going off and everything. And all of a sudden we see one of those giant ladders, like those ladder stairs that you would use to get up into the plane, just rolling across the parking lot and slamming into things. It was pretty intense. Runway. Thank you. Runway. Okay. Landing strip, runway, plane road. Yeah, I could have just said that. Plane road. I'm no genius. Trust me. I fuck up a lot. But yeah, it was one of those. And I can't remember if my cat Church is in here or not. I just heard his caller. I don't think he's in here. That'd be something. Hey, welcome to Maniac with a Knife Try, Zach. Oh, welcome back to Maniac with a Knife. Welcome. Hell yeah, man. The more the merrier. I think you're my 88th member now. Yeah, so we're almost to 100 members. Fan-effing-tastic. And I just posted Stay Out of the Basement for my Goosebumps revisits over on members. So hopefully you enjoy all those, guys. Hey, Jordan, 2 minutes before you went live, I was thinking, when will Jordan go live next? Hell yeah, well, you're just in luck. You going to work today? Yeah, I got to go to work today. Our new schedule started, so I'm working from 10 till 6 in the morning tonight. Yep, so I have about 4 hours, less than 4 hours now before I have to go in. Yeah, things have been gone for a long time. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. It happens. We all get busy in our own lives. You know how bad I feel when I'm not able to go live on Fridays? I feel horrible. I feel like shit because I have to get so much stuff done that, and sometimes I take a lot. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've been taking a lot of mental health days, really, to where I just lay down and I just kind of let my mind go blank for a little bit because I have so much on my mind of lately. Hey, what's up? Stay tuned. How you doing, man? No more gaming for a while? I didn't say that. I didn't say no more gaming. I went live the other day, last week, I think. Yeah, went live last week playing Bigfoot. Are you going to watch Project Fear? Yeah, I need to go ahead and finish that last video. The last video of the Villisca Axe Murder House. Yep. I think, I can't remember if I finished the Comedy Store series. I think I did with Selena Spooky Boo and Call Me Chris, but I do need to finish the Villisca Axe stuff. Hanging out with my hot dog out. I mean, since you've been working nights. Oh, with the gaming stuff. Gotcha. Well, I only work nighttime tonight. That's the only day I work third shift. The other 2 days I work from 2 in the afternoon to 10. So I still have time at night, yeah. And then I have the weekends off. I didn't do part 2 of the Comedy Store? Well, I guess I need to do part 2 of the Comedy Store. Church! Hey! What a dick. What a douchebag. He's about to jump on my clown shelf. Hey, Valentina, how are you doing? Here in Oklahoma, we have bad weather. The tornado threat is high. Ooh, I hate to hear that, man. Sorry about that. I don't know what's wrong with me right now. Never feel bad about that. It's all good. Well, I appreciate that. Shit, you went live last week? Damn, I miss you playing Bigfoot. Yeah, we played Bigfoot actually last week. Yeah, I got my ass kicked. I had to take a couple mental health days, yeah. Thank you for shouting out my gaming channel, Francis. Really appreciate, man. Really appreciate you, man. Sorry. Thank you so much, dude. All right, let me go ahead and do something really quick, guys, because I haven't done it in a good long while. But basically, on the GoFundMe, we have raised $2,370. 11 days ago, we had a guy named Morgan Faraci. He donated $250. $250. So big help. And I really appreciate anybody who wants to go over there, donate to the GoFundMe. It's to help purchase my the house I'm living in right now. It's to help us purchase it from my grandma. So if anybody here has the extra bit of money that they want to go ahead and donate, go straight over to the GoFundMe and donate over there. Whatever purpose you have, just donating, just go over to the GoFundMe and donate over there. Any amount helps out, any amount. And again, we are so close. Yeah, we're almost to 27,000 subs at the same time. Isn't that crazy? About a year ago, guys, guess what? About a year ago, well, a year ago, not about, a year ago, we were at 17,000 subs. We had gained 10,000 subscribers within the last year, which I know to a lot of people isn't like blowing up, but for me, that's a huge deal. There are a few movies I wanted to give you that are out of print, and the few copies that are available on eBay and Amazon are just so expensive. Do you think you could find them on streaming? I will definitely look into it, man. I'll definitely look into it. Yeah, stay safe if you're dealing with tornado weather right now. Where there's a will, there's a way. That's right. I've been collecting Walt Disney records, and I fixed a turntable, and now it plays. That's so cool. That's so cool. Yeah, the GoFundMe is going very well right now. You guys there are so many generous people in the audience. It's almost mind-numbing. Nine-munning. That's what I was about to say. That sounds fun. Only videos I played was Harry Potter, Lego, and Quidditch. Yeah, there you go. Tornadoes might hit here tomorrow. I'm in Kentucky. Ooh, yeah, Kentucky. Yep, I'm in Ohio, so not that far apart. We tend to get quite a bit of sirens going off and whatnot. Pretty nerve-wracking. I can't stand tornadoes. I really can't even stand natural disasters. Gonna go watch a horror movie tonight? Hell yeah, Glenn. That's awesome, man. Gotta love that. I'm watching The Prowler tonight, which is directed by Joseph Zito, director of Friday the 13th, The Final Chapter. It's free to watch it on YouTube if anybody's interested. I have seen The Prowler, and it is a pretty damn good movie. I did not know it was the same director of Friday the 13th, The Final Chapter, which is my personal favorite Friday the 13th movie. Studying for the AP exam is very mind-numbing. I live across the street from our tornado alert sirens. Oh, dude, so you definitely know when they're going off, yeah. Where I am from, I got done from flooded. I hate thunderstorms. My tin roof just amplifies the noise. Oof. We live next to a church, and every hour, the church bells goes off. So, like, in the next 20 minutes or so, the church bells are going to go off, and they go off for about 7 minutes. Yeah, it gets pretty rough. Indiana, you get our leftover stuff. How are your cats? My cats are doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. Church, what are you doing? Clawing into the futon. Awesome. Hey, Jordan, you deserve the support because you don't count on it. Hey, Jordan, you deserve the support you get because you don't count on it. You know you're a very cool dude. Well, thank you so much, Brian. I appreciate you, man. They're going to be a new horror movie in theaters. I don't know when it looks pretty good. Do you know what it's called? I do know that one just dropped in theaters, and apparently it's being hated by everybody, which is called Tarot. Yeah, Tarot is being absolutely obliterated by almost every individual I have seen do a review of it. I think even Moist Critical said it was like, it's so bad, it's actually bad. I think he was really pissed off at it, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I heard Abigail was pretty fun. But as for the movie Tarot, not so much. You should get another cat and name it Bells since it's your first one is church. Yeah, Tarot looks horrible. It looks like a generic horror movie. It looks like the definition of a cash grab, yeah. Which is a shame because the idea of a tarot card horror movie would be really cool. But unfortunately, the people who get a hold of those movies are people with no talent. Sorry. I'm not trying to be a dick, but jeez. Hey, Amber White, how are you doing? Trying to keep an eye on my cat because he's back there and I don't want him jumping on don't want him. He's just staring at me right now. You don't take anything for granted. 420 affected fingers tried to say. Oh, no, you're fine, Brian. Thank you. Appreciate. Church? No. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. He's about to do something stupid. Okay, sorry about that. Oh my god. So my cat just tried to like jump on my clown shelf, and if he did that, he would have knocked over a bunch of glass. That would have been fun. Yeah. Last horror movie I saw in the theaters, I left the theater, tripped on my own 2 feet, hit the concrete, and broke my new humerus last summer. Still recovering. Oh my god. Yikes. Well, I'm sorry that happened. Jeez. Hi, Jordan. Hope you having a great night with no storms. So far, we have not had any storms. It started raining earlier, but that was about as bad as it got. And thank you for asking. And thank you for saying that, Jamie. I appreciate you. Let's see here. Good night, Marissa. Good night, Marissa. Have a great one. God dang, Churchy's a mess. God dang, Churchy's a mess. Yeah, those clowns had it coming. They probably did, honestly. What's up, Morgan? How you doing? Welcome. Welcome to the live stream. We're just chatting it up. It's really nothing a whole lot of special. It's just us chatting it up, having a good, decent conversation. Take me to church. He hacked a hairball and turned over the light, playing with cat balls during the night. Can you read my message, please? Yeah, give me 1 second, Glenn. Well, this person came out of the ground in this horror movie, but it looks like Jason, but it's not. Interesting. I literally just made a snack. Hey, Stephanie. What's good, bro? Not much, Stephanie. How about you? I'm totally digging the cat's name. Usually King's books don't always translate well to film. Pet Sematary was pretty good. The original one was amazing. The remake, it was yeah. It was fine, to say the least. It's fine. It's just it's just kind of generic and a little bit underwhelming. The song in your head, you're welcome. Laugh my ass off. Oh, Jordan, have you seen the trailer for the slasher movie from the killer's perspectives? I don't think I did. Oh my MG, I was just watching Sam Colby's Conjuring video. Laugh my ass off. Oh, were you really? How's that going? Pet Sematary, is it a recommend? Oh yeah. Pet Sematary, the original 1989 classic, is a high recommend. In a Violent Nature. Okay, I'll look it up after this live stream and I'll do a reaction. Yes, the original, now they have Bloodlines, which isn't what I was looking for. I still have yet to watch Bloodlines, but if it's anything like the remake, I'm not dying to see it. No pun intended. Is it available anywhere on stream? You know, that's a good question. I don't know if Pet Sematary is, to my knowledge. Pet Sematary 1989. Streaming. It says it's available on Max, but I'm not really too sure how true that is. Yeah, I'm not really sure how true that is. One of my favorite, we talked to demons video still jump scares me. I don't have Max. Yes, love the original Pet Sematary. If you got another cat, would you want a black one to match church or get a different color? I personally don't want another cat. We have like over 5 cats around the house right now, and it's a pain in the butt to keep up with them. Hey, Nicole, how are you doing? Thank you guys so much for hopping on in. By the way, if you have not slayed that like button, everybody, if you haven't already, we have over 100 views and only 21 likes. Hit that like button, show a little bit of love and support. Make sure they go up, because the algorithm definitely needs as much support as it can get. Let's be real here. Pet Sematary is amazing. I know, I love it. It's a gothic masterpiece. It's truly a movie that once you watch it, and I pretty much explained how I feel about it on the last reaction I posted for Amy's Crypt, but once you watch it, you feel like you need to take a shower. You feel like you watched like a dirty secret of a movie. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. It's fantastic. When I was a kid, it terrified the hell out of me. And to be honest with you, it still kind of does terrify me, even as an adult. And kill it, subscribe button for Jordan. Yeah, slay that subscribe button. Because I think oh my God. Dude, we're like 30 away from 27,000 subs. What did you guys think about Sam and Colby, Sam posting the Robert the Doll? Oh my God, I saw that. Supposedly that's not the real Robert the Doll. It's just a doll that looks extremely much like Robert. I will say that, let's say for example, we believe Robert is truly a possessed, dangerous object, okay? And I have no doubt that the doll has a dark past and history revolving around some certain people. Going back, okay, I want to take a look at that doll again, as a matter of fact, because I'm going to believe him. I'm going to take his word for it that it really was not Robert when he posted it. I don't think he would do that to everybody. I don't think he would really put anybody in harm's way. Where is it? Where is the post? He didn't take it down, did he? No, I don't think he took it down. He might have, though. Him opening up a very expensive glass of champagne, it looks like. Did he take it down, guys? I think he did. You like that person off of Jeepers Creepers? Who are you talking about off of Jeepers Creepers? If you're talking about the director, no, I do not like Victor Salva. Hell no. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Yep. By the way, that's a fake Robert the Doll, so I don't think he can curse you. Well, thanks. And then there's a lot of people saying in the comment section, I'm so sorry for looking at you without your permission. You deserve all the respect. I'm sorry. And I can tell by looking at him that that does not look like the real Robert the Doll. I don't think that's the real Robert the Doll at all. The real Robert the Doll, his mouth is a bit more different. Yeah, no, his mouth isn't, it's not the real Robert. It's not a bad replica, but it's not really him. I don't think there was any danger in that, to be honest with you. But, yeah. Yeah. I don't think there was any danger in him showing that. Yeah, in the comments, Sam states it's fake. Yeah, I can just look at it, though, and tell you it's fake, yeah. Made it for the stream. Lauren, welcome. One of my friends at work is looking forward to your Horror Express reaction later this month. He likes Christopher Lee, but has never seen him in this one. He hopes he will enjoy it. Oh, I hope so. I hope so. I can't wait to post it. Let's see here. It's his pinned post still up. Okay, okay. It was at the very top. That explains why I couldn't find it. Hey, Antoine. Thank you for hopping on in. Good morning. For me, it is afternoon. There's a small replica of Robert sitting in the dining room chair at the Conjuring house. Yeah, I saw that. Yep, a little one. Yeah, you can buy that little one, by the way. Jordan, have you seen the movie Communion with Christopher Walken? Just saw it, and it was pretty crazy. I have not seen that one, actually. Thank you for mentioning it, though. I appreciate that. I have yet to see that. It's 4 p.m. for you. It is 7 p.m. for me. Well, 6:57. It might as well be 7. What game console do you have? The Last of Us, PlayStation exclusive. That'd be a great game for you to play. I have an Xbox, and I play PC. I don't have a PS4 or 5. Chompaz, you got to start reacting to Overnight. They're killing it with the ghost hunts they're doing. Yeah, I got to get back into them. I reacted to one that was recommended to me, and then I kind of took a break. I took a lot of mental health days, and still taking mental health days from time to time. So, I mean, I've been, lacking the content a little bit. I apologize, everybody. I really do. I thought I heard that Sam and Colby held Peggy the Doll. Yes, they did. And Peggy the Doll, I'm pretty sure, is at Zak Bagans' Haunted Museum, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah. Yeah, they held Peggy the Doll. Which I don't know what that says about Peggy. I'm not sure what the video is going to imply. I don't know if they actually, insulted the doll. I'm not sure if they made fun of the doll. I don't know. I just don't. I have to see the video to see how they're treating Peggy. And depending on the way they treat Peggy, I'm not sure if that would indicate that the doll is really haunted or not, but it might. Because, again, what makes Sam and Colby special, right? What separates them from anybody else besides the fact they are on YouTube? There's not really a whole lot there that separates them from being different in the eyes of something that's supernatural. At least in my opinion, it wouldn't. So what does that say about Peggy the Doll if nothing happens to them? If they were doing something, let's say, that might come off as insulting. So I don't know. We'll see, of course, Pretty crazy when I saw that, though. Hey, Peachy, welcome to the live stream. How are you doing today? The girl who have a bunch of cats can't watch Sam and Colby no more after the shit they went to. Hi, can't stay because I'm working. Just wanted to pop in and say hi. Hope you're doing well. I'm watching a full finish work tomorrow morning. Hey, Stasis, thank you so much. I appreciate you hopping on in, and I appreciate you hopping on in while you're at work. I mean, that's really sweet of you, man. Glad you can make it. It's on PC, but I know the PC version of Last of Us was a mess of a launch. Maybe it's fixed. Hopefully it's fixed. Doing very well. Hello, chat. Well, thank you. That's good. I'm glad you're doing well. Hell yeah. I love to hear that. I'm glad everybody's doing well because, again, I haven't been doing a lot of live streams of lately. Been kind of trying to get everything settled here at home and doing a lot of stuff around the house. But once this whole situation is fulfilled, I will have a lot less stress on my shoulders. So as soon as we get everything taken care of in this house and the house is all set and good and done, it's just filming and my job. And I feel like when I can go back to that, it's going to be so much easier for me. And I'm going to be able to film as much content that I used to. So here's hoping that we hit the goals on GoFundMe. Here's hoping that we continue on raising the money to get the house just purchased and taken care of so I can just sit down and film. I did not react to Omar quitting. Did he actually come out with a video? I know he came out with a tweet. And I'll go ahead and give you a quick rundown of my personal opinion on Omar Gosh. I've done a couple of reactions for Omar Gosh. And basically, I can just say that he is probably one of the most... And this is maybe not even right of me to say, but his stuff feels very much scripted. I'm watching Omar Gosh, and some of the things that he says don't even feel genuine when he's just talking. Like, it doesn't feel like how someone would actually say something in certain situations. I've gotten a lot of those moments from him, and things that just don't really add up. And he says he's quitting YouTube because nobody wants to watch his paranormal content anymore, which I thought was very weird. The Omar live stream is so funny that we had a blast. It was so fun. I got to give that. It was a lot of fun to do that, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and read you guys the tweet really quick that he posted to give you guys more context of what I'm talking about. And I'm going to go over to his channel and look at his views again, because last time I checked, his views were not bad at all when it comes to his paranormal stuff, like at all. Breaking news entitlement is at an all-time high. Removed my last video. Here's the tweet. Removed my last video. No one wants to watch ghost stuff anymore. I tried different stuff and they still don't watch it. Probably getting close to my end on YouTube. It is what it is, and I'm thankful for the ride. Regardless, I'll keep trying, but I'm getting tired. Well, there's your problem there. If you're already getting tired of doing it, why are you continuing to do it? It's not. I wouldn't even look at it the fact that you're not getting the views. If you're not liking what you're doing, just stop doing it. The guy, it's not like I'm not sitting here saying the guy is not a talented dude. The guy could probably go off and do other stuff and be just as successful now. But he doesn't have to stick to something he's just not a fan of. So I kind of felt that with reading this tweet, is that when he said, I'm getting tired, then what's the point, man? Just give it up. Just don't do it anymore. If you don't want to do it, there's nothing wrong with that. Just be honest about it. That's fine. Yeah, that's the story. If you actually have a staring contest with Peggy or, like, look at her eyes once, apparently it can cause you to have a heart attack. Which, yeah. That's the story about Peggy, is that she's caused heart attacks by looking at her. But let's go back. Let's go back over to his channel really quick. I'll take a look at his YouTube channel. His videos were doing fine. So I don't really understand where he's coming from, where he's saying that nobody wants to watch that stuff anymore. It's like, dude, you're killing it with the views right now. Dude, like, look at this right here. Alone on a haunted bridge, raw footage. 149,000 views. 149,000 views. That was 8 days ago. 2 weeks ago, overnight in USA's most haunted motel. I don't think it's the most haunted motel in the United States, but the Clown Motel. 211,000 views. The lighthouse is so haunted, it came with a warning. This is 99,000 views. This is from Omar Gosh's vlog videos. 99,000 views. Terrifying investigation of demonic doll 2 months ago. Almost 200,000 views. I'm kind of shocked that he's speaking the way he is, because he doesn't look like he's not getting the views in. The guy is obviously doing a tremendous job at what he's doing. So I'm kind of shocked. Yeah, 8 days ago, almost 149,000 views. How many likes? How many likes did this video have? 13,000 likes. That's fucking good, man. That is not bad by any means. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I'm not seeing him failing at this. I'm not seeing that nobody wants to see this stuff. Obviously, he almost has 1,000 comments on it. I mean, he's doing good. I'm kind of confused. Sometimes you need to take a break to feel the passion again. Hopefully he is okay mentally. He sounds bummed out. That's kind of the vibe I got too, Peachy. That you're right on the money. I think that's exactly right. He sounds bummed out. If he's tired of doing the paranormal stuff, that's okay. Just come up and be honest about it. It's, you know, no one's going to hate him for that. It is what it is. Hey, how you doing, Nightmare Nation? How you doing? He's just trying to get attention. I'm not sure if that's the case. I genuinely think something is bothering him, maybe about doing the paranormal stuff. Maybe he just doesn't want to maybe he just doesn't want to keep it going. I don't know. It's tough to tell, really. But it's, I don't know. Well, I wish him luck for whatever he wants to do. I got nothing against him, so. Benicio. Did Benicio say he's heading out? Hey, you got to head out? All right, have a good day studying, man. Jamie, yeah, something just doesn't sit right with Omar. How's your day been going? I think he has a stalker and he wants to take his family. Got to go back to work. Good to drop by. Talk to you later, guys. All right, Morgan, have a great one. And thank you guys for hitting that like button, by the way. We're almost to 40 likes. I appreciate that. If Peggy gave a healthy person a heart attack, I'd believe it. But if the person was high blood pressure, it might not be Peggy. It might not be. Look, when you are being put in a situation where someone is looking at you saying that, but be sure not to look in her eyes because, you know, people have been known to have heart attacks. Your stress level and your blood pressure is going to go up just at the mere thought of that happening. I've done it too. When I was looking at Peggy, I actually had that going through my mind. As a matter of fact, remember when I actually started having chest pains? I deducted that as being myself. The reason why I was actually experiencing chest pains was because I was overwhelmed by this supposed haunted doll looking at me in the eyes. That's why I started having those chest pains. And if someone has, again, like you just said, if someone has actual problems, that might affect them a little bit more harshly than it would me. Yeah, so I don't know if Peggy is really a haunted doll. It could be just. I mean, I could literally say the same thing about my friend, my little pal back here, right? I think you're cute. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. But my buddy back here, Jasper, right? If I had Jasper in front of the camera and I started telling everybody, oh, yeah, Jasper, you might want to be careful because if you look at that doll directly in the eyes, and this is not true, by the way, so don't freak out. It's not true. He'd cause someone to have a stroke, right? I mean, something like that. And people might actually start getting overwhelmed by that thought and actually might start affecting themselves. So please don't freak out. Nothing in my room is haunted, everybody. It is all just for looks. Nothing in this room is scary. It's not haunted. It's, Peggy is a pretty doll. You know, I actually do like the way Peggy looks. It's pretty cool doll. Yeah, with Annabelle. I think Annabelle looks cool too. Yeah. I'm a sucker for that stuff. I like that stuff. What do you guys think of Jasper, by the way? Do you think Jasper's cool? I think Jasper's pretty dope. I guarantee you if I gave Jasper to any of these paranormal investigators who own any of these museums, they would treat Jasper like he's the most terrifying thing on the planet. I almost guarantee it. Watch Jasper turn and look. Wouldn't that be something? So glad I found him. It was meant to be. Jasper is a cutie pie. That's right. That's right. That's right. I'm glad you said that. Anything else would have been horrible. We don't want him to be insulted. Plus, it's Zach. Left my Zach is a con artist. Zach is a showsman. But yes. But yes. He definitely has that about him. He sold Jasper to Zak Bagans for $500K. I would, because I would buy this house in a heartbeat. So, unfortunately, as much as I love Jasper, I definitely would need that kind of money right now. And then I'd keep $100,000 and try to buy him back. But no. Zak Bagans, you know, he's definitely becoming interesting. He's coming back into the spotlight quite a bit lately, I've noticed. Pretty sure Beardo Gets Scared just posted a video about Zak Bagans today. Yeah, about his documentary, Hell House, which I saw that documentary, and of course I didn't think nothing of it, but if Beardo watched it and he saw some things maybe I just didn't see, then I'm curious to see it. The Ghost and Jasper, after you said the damn, I thought we were your homies. I mean, if I grabbed him and showed you guys face to face, Zach is entertaining me because he's just such a drama queen. He really is. He really is. He is the drama queen of the paranormal community for sure. Everything he does has to be over the top, over dramatic. If you go back and watch Ghost Adventures, highly recommend it. Highly. You will start seeing, after I would say seasons 1 and 2 of Ghost Adventures, you will start kind of seeing his change, his attitude change a lot. And today he is probably one of the most egotistical individuals I've seen on television. He's bad. It's really bad how big this guy's ego's gotten. Which is sad because that's not really the person I ever wanted to see him turn into, but it is sometimes something that a lot of people face, is that at some point, because they start getting successful at almost everything, merchandise selling, book selling, television show is majorly successful. Even the name Zak Bagans, you know who you're talking about. I mean, Ghost Hunting for Dummies has a picture of Zak Bagans on the front of it. So, like, this guy probably thinks of himself as, like, the top-tier ghost hunters out there. Zak Bagans and Matt Rife collaboration is interesting. It certainly was something to see. And a lot of people were making good points, obviously, and I gotta be honest with you. I was looking at Zak Bagans' Instagram follower count. The guy's at 1 million followers now, and he was like at 998,000 not that long ago. Right after he posted that picture of him and Matt Rife, he made it over 1 million followers. So, I mean, he clearly got a bit of a following because he posted that picture of Matt Rife and him. And people were saying that he's probably doing it for clout purposes. He's probably wanting to gain more of an audience through Matt Rife because he knows there's a lot of people who love Matt Rife and love his stand-up, which it's like comedy is subjective, of course. You know, there's going to be people who are going to be pissed off at what he says, and there's going to be people who find his shit funny. But, I mean, he clearly got a bit of a following because he posted that picture of Matt Rife and him. And I personally am not a fan of Matt Rife myself. That's not like I have anything against the person. I've never met him. I've never had a conversation with the guy. But for me, it was just a weird picture to post and something just bizarre. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, this really does not feel like a good collaboration in the sense that I was thinking. I was sitting here thinking maybe he would go with somebody who's actually very popular on YouTube with the paranormal. Hell, Markiplier would have made more sense. Like, in all honesty, Markiplier would have made more sense for a collaboration. Why Matt Rife? Why Matt Rife? Maybe there's something I'm just missing here. Would I do it if he asked me to do a collaboration? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. I would kill to have an opportunity to do that slow-mo ghost hunter walk to a location. Oh, yeah. That's my dream. I want to be able to do it. I want to be able to walk alongside the Ghost Adventures crew in a slow-mo walk towards whatever haunted location we're going to with, like, really cool shades on. Hell yeah. And then I'd stop. That's the only thing I wanted to do. Yeah. Oh, I know. Well, yeah, that's kind of where I was introduced to Matt Rife, was actually on the Overnight channel. And then I started noticing like a bunch of Facebook shorts and stuff, Facebook reels, and of him doing his stand-up. Peachy, you don't like him. I can't say how I feel about him. His certain humor is not for everyone. Like Molly's dark humor, which I personally love. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a big fan of the boys, and some of their dark humor it hits with me. I just laugh. With Matt Rife, I don't laugh that much. And I just don't know. It's just not, he's just not one of my favorite comedians. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, all about opinion. It's just my opinion. How are you doing today? Justin Parker. I'm doing pretty good, man. How are you doing? Hope you're having a great day, man. Hello, do you remember when Hurricane Michael hit Georgia a few years ago? It hit the month of October. I kept calling Hurricane Michael Myers the whole month. It might as well be called, Hurricane Michael Myers. For sure. Zach is just a big bully. That's what he is. He canceled Destination Fear because they were doing great on TV, but because canceling on the show, they're doing so much better on YouTube. Yeah, I heard a lot of like rumors and speculation about what happened behind the scenes. Obviously, I can't say it as factual. I can't sit here and tell you this is exactly what Zak Bagans did. But what was I about to say? I can't say what he exactly did. However, the things I was hearing was, geez, dude, a member for 2 years, I almost said 2 months, a member for 2 years. Everybody, please give a round of applause for Carolyn Graham, who's been with this channel for that long. Insanity. Thank you so much, Carolyn. I appreciate you. Have you heard of the game called Dead by Daylight? Oh, yeah. Love that game. I think he's more appealing to women. I really don't know. I know he's apparently made a lot of jokes and jokes that are kind of, I don't know if it's, I really can't speak about it too much. I'm not going to really speak on it too much because I have not watched enough of his stand-up comedy to actually give you guys a personal thought and opinion on it. So for people who do know his more personal stand-up routines and comedy bits, I mean, you'll probably have more of an opinion than I will. Oh, I've been here longer than that, than just as a member. Oh, yeah, you have. You've been here as a patron for like 4 years, maybe. Yeah, you've been around for a while. You know who's going after the dunkers. But yeah, Zak Bagans, not a lot of great things have been said about him of lately from people who have worked with him. Apparently, there's even a video on YouTube, which I was going to react to. Apparently, an employee of his who worked with him did not have a lot of nice things to say about him. I think it'd be awesome if they add the character of Alec. He'd fit more of the game pretty well, or even Annabelle, since they were able to add Chucky. I could see that. I would prefer Valak over Annabelle, I think. Pretty sure Matt Rife purposely tried to get canceled for publicity. Yeah, I think he, one of the things he did that pissed off a lot of people was when I guess a little kid came at him for some of the jokes he made, and he went after that little kid and started insulting the little kid's mom and stuff like that. Hey, J-Carts, I love your videos so much about the ghost videos. Well, I appreciate that, Justin. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoy that stuff, man. Why would you want to get canceled? For publicity. I mean, literally, if you even attempt to get canceled or you actually put yourself out there just to have your name thrown out into the public, I mean, it is in a sense getting publicity. So, like, even if it's not for a phenomenal thing, you are still going to be known as the guy who did that. So, it's kind of a 50-50 shot. I mean, it could have backfired on him, but it kind of didn't. Hey, Ashley, welcome to the live stream. How are you doing today? But comedy is subjective. So, like, just because one person doesn't find that humor funny, there's probably other people who find it extremely funny. It's just one of those things to where we could, like, have arguments all day about what we should find funny and what we should not find funny, but it really is a matter of opinion. So, whatever makes you laugh, makes you laugh. I mean, I've laughed at some pretty dark shit. So, to each their own. And obviously, like, I don't, even if it's, like, extremely dark, that doesn't mean I stand by it, right? So, keep that in mind, too. Reminds me of, but I do know a lot of people were not excited for this Zak Bagans and Matt Rife collaboration. I just know I was looking at the comments section, and I was reading some of the most, oh, wow, what does that say about you, Zak? Like, Zak Bagans apparently said something along the lines of, I like his style, and people losing their minds over that. I'm doing good. How are you and your family and fur babies doing? No, we're doing pretty okay. Thank you for asking. Doing pretty good. Oh, God, that just scared the hell out of me. April Lawson just liked my my link on Facebook. Sorry. Ugh. Having a stroke. Personally, I would not want to get canceled. Unfortunately, I'm a guy who also is honest. So there are some times where I'm like, some of the things I say against certain, like, bigger, popular content creators probably going to give me a lot of hate, and it certainly does. I'm not going to go out of it, unscathed. No way. And that's just something I kind of accept now. It is what it is. If somebody wants to give me shit for something I say about Sam or Colby or Overnight or Matt Rife or Twin Paranormal, it is what it is. I find the funniest thing is when people said only hate you because they're jealous of you, which is followed by, do you think people are jealous of... Yeah, very true. I think there definitely is different styles of hate. There is definitely hate in, jealousy and whatnot. People do hate people out of jealousy. And there are people who hate people just by the actions they take. It's more complex than just saying someone hates you just because they hate you. No, there's probably a lot of reasons why they do. And then there might not even be any reasons at all. James, welcome. How are you doing today? Thank you for making it. Yeah, unfortunately, I won't be able to be on for too long, guys. I'm probably going to head off here probably within the next 30 minutes because I do work tonight, and I want to definitely make sure I'm ready and good to go for that. Yeah. Being mad at a comedian for their jokes is like being mad at a chef for cooking your food. It's fair. It's fair. It's not a bad comparison. Any advertisement is good advertisement. Being mad at the comedian for their joke is being mad at the hey, Mike Morse. Hey! Any advertisement is good advertisement. Let's see here. I just noticed in the thing is that our the emojis on the bottom are different. Or like like the money sign and the heart sign. They're a lot bigger, more in your face now. That's interesting. I had someone at camp when I was younger do something pretty bad to me in order to embarrass or bully me. Was definitely not a fun experience. I was a nice person too. That's... Yeah. You see, and I'm going back to that, right? I'm going back to that example you gave. It's like being mad at a chef for cooking your food. I mean, I'd be mad at a chef if they did not cook my chicken all the way, right? And it's raw meat. I mean, I feel like it is a bit different. Yeah, it's a bit different than that. Yeah, look at all the loyal members. I know. Freaking member for 20 months, Nicole Mercer. In this house, supporting the shit out of the J-Carts Arts community. Hey, Steph, how you doing? Thank you so much, Nicole. I appreciate you a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of people who've been here for a long time. And they enjoy the content. So I appreciate them. I'm sorry, everybody. As you can tell, I have just been everywhere. But I forgive them, even though I've not seen them since, because they probably grew up a lot and is hopefully a nice person now. Hey, if you want a super creepy video that isn't paranormal, I have an audio. YouTube super massive black hole. It's so creepy and so cool at the same time. I will definitely have to listen to that because that does sound fascinating. I give it the comedian chef analogy. I'd add it to be saying, present a joke of food. I wish I could have been a member, but I can't. Friends, don't worry, don't apologize for not being a member. I was originally a Beardo guy. He sent me. Oh, no kidding. No, is he live right now? Is Beardo live right now? Did he just send you? No, he's not live right now. But do you know who is going after the debunkers? It's pretty hard to tell. I would just genuinely say just people who probably don't agree, if I had to guess. Aw, thank you for the $10. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Steph. I appreciate you, man. Hey, Kayleen, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, wait, you didn't donate $10. I'm sorry. Oh, my God. I am out of it. Thank you for the donation, man. Hey, buddy, are you have any painting about Sam and Colby or my favorite ghost investigators? Hey, buddy, are you have any painting about... Oh, and you became a member. Thank you so much, Steph. You're a badass. My cats are wrestling each other now. LOL, does Church wrestle? Yes, he does. He grabs my arm and he bites the shit out of it. Being mad, it's more like being mad at a grocery stalker for being in the way by stocking the shelves. Congratulations, Steph. Yes, thank you so much for becoming a... But anyways, enough with the Matt Rife stuff. Enough with the Matt Rife stuff, you know what I mean? It's just one of those things to where I'm kind of like, if I read, like, end it off, I would just say it's an interesting, odd decision to make. Yeah, it's just an interesting, odd decision to make. But other than that, you know, it's Zak Bagans' choice. I think for the business, he's and a comedian kind of edgy. Being canceled for jokes is good publicity. Nobody is truly canceled unless they did something unforgivable. Exactly. I would say the people who deserve to be canceled are... And the reason why I say that person is because he literally does horrible shit after another. And for some reason, this guy continues to get back up. It blows my mind. I mean, the guy completely thieves, scams, and he just, gosh. You'll be right back. All right, Mike. I didn't understand your question, buddy, but I do like Sam and Colby, if that's what you were asking. Yeah, it'd be creepy if they turn their head and look at you. Cody Story and the Paul brothers need to be canceled. Well, I mean, to be frankly honest with you, it's not like Story and Cody have a big following right now at the moment. Like, they really hit a halt, in a sense. I'm not saying they've been canceled, but they definitely hit a really big speed bump. That definitely made them have to pull off to the side of the road. Oh no, he won't be back. Scream fans know. I'll be right back. Oh, dude, the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight? Yeah. Yeah, they do. I think about that every time I see their names pop up on my feed. I have to stop and look what's going on now. It's so true though, man. I am looking forward to that fight. I am. I won't lie. Is it one of those things to where I'm like, I really don't want to see Mike Tyson get injured really bad, and I don't really want to see the guy get injured, but because he's up there in age, and it would be a real shame to see that guy get like decked really hard or something. But it's Mike Tyson at the same time. I'm sure the guy can take a hit even at his current age. It's going to be an interesting fight. I can't wait to watch it. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing a reaction to it. I'll probably just watch it in my free time. But it should be interesting nonetheless. Yeah, it's interesting. Let's hope it's not like the Floyd Mayweather fight. It's going to be a 2-second fight. Age doesn't matter. Definitely not going to watch that. No interest. He only fights old dudes. He fights the people who just are like out of retirement. Yeah. Member for 2 months. Woo, been a member for 2 months already. Yay! I hope you're having a fun time as a member, by the way. I hope all of you guys are having fun. If the fight goes over 5 rounds, Jack will win. Mike's going to knock Jake out in 2 seconds. We'll see. We'll see. People have been wrong before, so we'll see. I hope you're right, though, because I really... Look, I don't know what it is. When it comes to the Paul brothers, I don't know why I can't bring myself to like them. I don't know why. I take that back. I do know why. There's just too many reasons. There's too many. Greetings and love from Jerome. I'm Bert back from passing through and just want to say hello. See ya. Stay safe, buddy. Hey, Stefan. Thank you again. I appreciate you, man. Boo. Productions Paranormal Toledo. I personally feel Tyson is going to teach him something. I hope so. I hope so. I don't want him to walk out unscathed. There's no way he's going to come out unscathed. I don't care who you are. You're not going to get in a ring with Mike Tyson and walk out unscathed because they're bad people. Sums it up pretty quickly. They're asses, but Logan is such a good heel in WWE. The guy... The guy, regardless of what I think about him, and I think a lot about him, not positive either, the guy is talented. I'll give him that. He's a good showsman for what he's doing. I've seen him in certain videos. The guy obviously knows how to sell it. That's as far as I'll go when it comes to complimenting Logan Paul. But for me, the guy's a scumbag. Personally, he's just a scumbag. The things the guy has pulled on so many people and then lies to their faces and expects them just to forget about it. It's mind-blowing. What he did in Japan, mind-blowing. The guy should not have had a career after he did that. Not sure about the Sam and Colby fans about Cody's story debunking community. What do you think, Jay CARTS Arts? Yeah, he's truly done some unforgivable things, and he still apparently continues to do it, which is just crazy to me. I'm not sure about Sam and Colby's fans about Cody and story debunking community. I'm a part of the people who kind of aimed to debunk and kind of helped out with trying to aim to debunk Cody and story. So personally, I think it doesn't matter if they, of course, do collaborations with some of the most beloved paranormal channels out there. If somebody's faking, they need to be called out for it. If they're telling their audiences that they're telling the truth and they're lying to them just for publicity and just for financial gain, I think it's insanely wrong, especially to where there are people out there who genuinely are looking for real answers and genuinely actually want hope that there is a possibility or a way to communicate with their deceased loved ones, who would probably give anything to communicate with their deceased loved ones again. It's really heartbreaking, and it's really sad. I try to put myself in the shoes of the people who are actually on the other side of it. Not from the people who are, trying to make a living in this world, but the people who are actually really mentally heartbroken and just confused on this whole thing. Those are the people I stand by. Not the people who are doing it, but those are the people I stand by, are the people who are actually being hurt by this. I myself was hurt. I was heartbroken, and it sucks. I'll be happily surprised if Mike Tyson bite off Jake's ear. I've done some videos on Cody's story as well, and they really bother me. I think they bother a lot of people, and for the right reasons too. Ashley has been a member for 22 months. Insane dedication. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much for anybody who's actually been a member. Smurfy, member for 2 months. Steph becoming a member, really, really awesome. Member for 20 months, Nicole. Seriously, Carolyn, fucking 2 years. Mythical Monster Man's heading out. All right, man, have a great one. Tyson and Steve-O were on a roast, and they wouldn't let Tyson punch Steve-O. I remember, yeah, didn't Steve-O run into his fist or something and knock himself out or something like that, broke his nose? J-Carts, I would love to see you do a best of Sam and Colby going back to the old videos like the Witches Force, the Shaking Christmas Tree, and the 8-Ball. That would be fun. Go back to my favorite Sam and Colby moments after pretty much reacting to almost their entire careers. That'd be a lot of fun. Haven't watched every single one of their videos, but I've watched most of their videos. I would easily say I've watched probably about 85% of their videos. Almost 200 views, guys. Thank you so much. I can barely watch them anymore. They hurt my opinion of them. Yeah, there's just unfortunately a lot of things that, and this isn't going to be the first, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to start pointing out shit about certain paranormal groups and channels and whatnot. It's becoming pretty apparent where that people who are currently faking things are probably not wanting to be in the game anymore of faking things. And the reason why is because they realize that the debunking community is growing a lot. And there is actually a giant audience that is defending the debunking community. And I'm going to be honest with you, there's a lot of people in the debunking community who are very much not toxic. And it's a pretty understanding and pretty chill community to be a part of. And unfortunately, where the paranormal community is coming and getting to is that everybody on one side of the spectrum is really trying to, and don't get me wrong, there are definitely people a part of the debunking community who really are being toxic themselves. Let's not pretend that, just because they're on the other side of the line, that does not mean they can't be toxic themselves. There's people who can be definitely toxic. But the people on the paranormal side of things, the people who are coming off like they are defending these certain groups, never really have a good argument to make. And then when they are proven, right, to be wrong, or they have a lot of factual things come at them, they choose to get more toxic about it. And that doesn't really help the people you're defending at the same time, if that made any sense whatsoever. And I've noticed that. There's a lot more proof and evidence suggesting fakery more than there is proof and evidence of them being honest and truthful about certain things. And it's become more apparent today than it ever has. And I'm so mad Project Fear is on about Satori and Cody's feet fetish. What do you think, CARTS Arts? Project Fear is on about Satori and Cody's feet fetish. What do you think? When did they post that? The whole foot fetish thing. Have you seen the murder mystery vid with Chris and Selena and Sam and Colby? I think I did, if I'm not mistaken. Stoner J, how are you doing, man? There's toxic people on both sides. It's such a shame. I miss even when people were nice on the internet. Oh, blissfulness. Blissfulness. But, at the same time, I feel like this is the process of ripping off a Band-Aid. If that's a good analogy or not. I feel like we're slowly ripping off a Band-Aid. And the Band-Aid, the stickiness of that Band-Aid is kind of taking all of the fakeness and all the fake channels with it at the same time. And I think once those individuals are, I wouldn't say out of the picture, right? Because I don't want to come off like I'm making any threats or anything like that. No, once they're kind of called out from the woodwork, or they're kind of called out in a sense of the things that just don't make sense with their paranormal investigations, why people think they're fake and stuff, and if they have no answers for that, but instead come on the aggressive side and start attacking them, I think we really know who the right one is, right? The way to handle, if your channel is being called out as fake, the way you would handle that is just get a hold of the channel that's, trying to debunk you and explain what and why certain things were the way they were. And that is the way you do it. You don't just come on the attack and start threatening or encouraging threats or encouraging hatred against those people. It's not how you deal with it. That makes you look more guilty, in my opinion, once you start doing that. You start trying to turn your audience against that person and having your audience go after those people. That's when I think you're not being truthful and honest with your audience. If you can't describe or explain what these problems are, that makes you look guilty. And then again, when you get your audience to go after those people, that makes you look guilty. And we're beginning to see a lot more of that within the paranormal community. And those actions speak pretty loudly. It's cool to see debunkers now going on to the investigating with legit paranormal channels. I love that. Yep, debunkers are becoming also paranormal investigators. I myself will be doing paranormal investigations at some point, and I'm excited for it. I'm excited to get out there and try my own hand at this and see what I can come up with. But it's a shame. It's a shame this ever even happened. Because look, regardless of what I want to say and think about certain channels, there are some massively talented individuals out there who could have done just as well. Who could have done just as well if they were just being honest the entire time. Very talented people. But if you're lying and you know you're lying, that's not the way to go about it. I'm curious to see what Charlie's video will be like. Yeah, I'm very excited about that. I'm an investigator, and that is now doing debunking. The two go hand in hand. Exactly. You can't have one without the other. And if you want to argue that you can, then it's not really a paranormal investigation. You got to be able to ask questions. You got to be able to debunk certain things, or it's not an investigation. It's just called paranormal. You're just going out there looking, and everything has to be paranormal. Okay, the Project Fear and Cody and Stories interview. Yeah, that angered a lot of people and even angered myself. Mainly on the side of how they responded to all the questions and how they started laughing about everything. That's what annoyed me. Now, everybody, knows my opinion about this. If you want more of my opinion, go back to the video, go watch it. Go watch the reaction. You'll definitely get an idea. But later on down the road, going back to that, you really wish Project Fear pushed more of the questions, and instead of trying to really sugarcoat everything and then accepting a lot of what Cody and Story were saying instead of actually going at them and saying, hey, but what about this, what about this, what about this? That's what you wish we saw more of. Any good investigator gets the evidence and tries to debunk it. Exactly. Exactly. And if it doesn't come out as paranormal, it's okay. I understand if you catch real evidence, real paranormal evidence, it makes your video more memorable. In a good portion of a sense, that could be very much true, right? I mean, depending on what evidence you bring in, it could make your video more memorable, more rewatchable, more creepy. But if you don't get anything, it's okay. It's like going fishing. Sometimes you go out there and fish. Sometimes you don't catch anything. It is what it is. You still had a fun time doing it, right? So it just is what it is. I don't think it's a bad thing. It makes the real evidence much more impressive. You're right on the money. You're right on the money. It's kind of why I'm excited to see Penguin Z0's video, because apparently he went ghost hunting, and if he recorded this thing, which I'm sure he did, I cannot wait to watch it. I will definitely do a reaction to that investigation. Debunking is a part of life. Exactly. You need to be able to ask questions. You need to be able to debunk in almost every decision you make. And also, is the banking community of the paranormal community is also involved with Sam and Colby, Project Fear, and many others. What do you think, J. CARTS Arts? Is the debunking community of the paranormal community is also evolved with Sam and Colby? Well, yeah, everybody's kind of evolved, and that's pretty exciting. Love that for you, Boo Productions. You're doing it right. Exactly. You're doing it exactly right. You're 100%. This is so dumb in fandom. I'm part of it. Extremely toxic, especially on Twitter. But here, I do think that if you make mistakes, that's okay. People make mistakes. Exactly. But don't be hateful all the time. Exactly. I debunked a scary experience where a music box randomly started playing in the basement. I was legit terrified, but turns out it was most likely metal expanding the weather change. Peachy, I've been doing it for years, now getting into YouTube. What community? YW. I'm nosy as hell. I'm angry that Cody and Story had never admitted to faking, but I think a lot of potential victims were saved. Yep. I myself was saved. Consider myself a victim, in a sense. Not necessarily a victim, but somebody who was wanting to meet them and have this done to me. I'm very much glad I did not do that now, because I would have, for one, probably paid money to the estate for doing this method, and that would have been a lot of money out of my pocket, so I'm glad I didn't do that, and I would not have wasted my time driving all the way up there to meet them for literally a scam. I'm glad I didn't do that. Mythos was hurt too. Yeah, me and him, dude, were pretty much on the same page with how we felt about this whole process. As a big Sam and Colby fan, as somebody who was watching Sam and Colby And then all of a sudden this hit me, and I'm like, son of a bitch. But anyways, guys, here in the next 5 to 10 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream. I got to get off here. I got to go get some water in me, and I got to get ready for work. So I do leave the house in like pretty much an hour and a half. So I almost didn't recognize you in the thumbnail. Oh, because of my haircut? Yeah, thank you. Thank you. But anyways, I'm going to quickly go ahead and shout out the GoFundMe again, guys. We've already raised almost $3,000 on the GoFundMe. This is to help me purchase my childhood home. We start making the monthly payments next month. So on June 1st, we actually start making monthly payments to try to purchase this home. And depending on how much money we raise, could get this done a lot faster, or it might take longer. Who knows? So I'm going to go ahead and shout out the GoFundMe again. If anybody wants to donate to the GoFundMe, I'm not leaving yet, guys. I'm not leaving yet. I just want to quickly shout out my GoFundMe. Nick and Thor, how you doing? Anna Banana. I love that name so much. Anna Banana. Sorry, so Sam and Colby, through their videos, was going to change the paranormal world, and it literally did, but not in the way they thought it would. You're exactly right. Though I think they still try to take credit for it, like it's a good thing. And it really is a good thing, but the way they go about it makes me not think that they want to acknowledge what is obviously the truth of the matter, which is very confusing to me, because either they are or they're not for the right and wrong. And obviously the right choice to make, in my personal opinion, would be just telling everybody that this is legitimately a scam. Do not pay your money. Do not go out and seek them out. You are going to be wasting your time. This is a giant scam. That is what I would hope that they would want to tell their audiences. But unfortunately, that's not what they're doing. Unfortunately, they would much rather play "we can't debunk it" method. And anybody who did debunk it only tried to debunk it, but they haven't debunked it. And when people tell me they are not defending defending Satori and Cody, I'm a little bit at awe because of that. Because in my opinion, that is defending Satori and Cody without initially saying we are defending Satori and Cody. That'd be nuts. Been a while since I've been on a live stream. Yeah. Hi, Jeff. I'm doing house stuff, so haven't been in chat, but I've been listening. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Let's see here. My father-in-law called me that, passed away a few years ago. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm deeply sorry to hear that. Sorry, I'm useless spelling sometimes. Fear is a path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate, and hate leads to suffering. Did not know we were gonna get a Yoda quote. Hey, buddy, I'm not really a big fan of Sam and Sam's laughing and personality and the ghost investigating. Hey, buddy, I'm not really a big fan of Sam's laughing and personality and the ghosts investigator about Colby. Right. Sam and Colby is still behind Cody and Satori. Jeff, can't wait for your next video. Love the last one. Oh, really? Well, thank you. Do or do not. There is no try. And we did. We kicked ass. So even if you don't personally feel like we won, I'm confident to say that the debunking side of this argument 100% won. 100%. And the reason why I would say 100% is because of also the way that the people who are defending them are responding. That is why I would say they've won. Where the debunking side of the things have given you a legitimate answer to how they're doing this, the other side of things, they have not. They just tell you we can't debunk it. But the debunkers debunked it. That's an issue. That is an issue in your argument. It's like, okay, so why are they telling the truth? Why are these people honest? Why is this a legitimate method? We don't know, but we can't debunk it. What? I can't go with that. Thanks, Jordan. It's funny when I hear it out loud, but it's a family thing. Did they just go silent? Who? Satori and Cody or Sam and Colby? You're real for that, James. That pisses me off. After Sam and Colby kicked that woman's stuff around, they lost me. That's understandable. It's understandable. After that whole situation, I really couldn't blame anybody for not liking them. Yeah. It definitely showed a different side. And I'm actually friends with the owner of the Belair house, the one that they actually kicked the bear to. That rubbed me the wrong way. And people forget, and they use the excuse that they were babies at the time. No. I'm sorry to tell you this. I'm sorry to sit you down and just look at you in the face and say they were not babies. They were grown-ass men, and they knew better. They were grown-ass men who knew better. This was just something they thought they can get away with because I'm sure they had a bit of an ego going on. They are Sam and Colby. We're not going to get in trouble. This is not what's going to happen. And guess what happened? Police showed up. And shit got real fast. Yeah, not to mention what Seth said. Yeah, he pretty much disappeared. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. People call me baby sometimes too. Like, oh, you're still a baby. Even when I tell them I'm like 27 years, you're still a baby. I'm like, am I though? Am I really? They're Justin. They're 100%. They're 100% aware of everything that the debunkers have said about their videos. 100%. I have no doubt in my mind. Hope Kay's living her best life after all that. Understandable. Yeah. They thought it was funny and definitely was not funny. It was not funny in the slightest. I did not find it to be funny, personally. And, yeah. And Kristen Lee is a very sweet individual. A very kind individual. She invited me out to the Belair house to do my first ever paranormal investigation. Yeah. And even said I was allowed to do a meet and greet there. So the day after our investigation, or he might come back a week later or something, we planned on doing a meet and greet. So anybody who is probably in the Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio area could probably drive to the Belair house and meet me for a day. Yeah, for a couple hours. In person. I'm not sure if that's exciting to anybody here, but if you were excited, I'm very grateful to hear that. I mean, it's not maybe like an actual, like, you know, like it's going to happen just yet, but we're in the talks right now. I mean, creepy men call me baby, but no one calls me a baby. Yeah, oh, you're a baby. That, or like, hey, baby. Hey, baby, what's going on? Yeah, there's a big difference. But still. My world. I don't like Sam and Colby, period. Hey, each their own. To each their own. I like Sam and Colby. I think the guys are talented as hell. Yeah, there's some things they do that maybe make me go like, but I'm more of an old soul. They're different than I am. They're just, I think we would probably get along in a sense, but I don't know if we would like be best friends. Like, do you get what I'm saying? And that's not really me trying to slam them in any way. That's just me kind of seeing how they go about doing life and how I go about doing life. We live in very much different worlds. Only watch Paranormal Detour. It's the only investigation channel I watch. Highly recommend another one I just started checking out. Amy's Crypt. Really enjoyable channel. Really, really dig it a lot. It's a lot of fun. She does debunk stuff. She tries to put, a disclaimer saying that we're not, sure if that could be animals. I like the way she handles investigations. I really do. She's not like everything has to be over exaggeration. She's not somebody who has to add jump scares. She's not somebody who has to prank in her video. She's not someone, at least yet, but she's naturally a funny person. She's really cool. I like the way she films her investigations. Again, I dig it. They are grown-ass men and act like teenagers. And that could be the downfall of their channel. If they don't get with the times or like their age at some point, it's going to probably backfire on them. Because when people get older, we tend to not lean in towards that kind of attitude as much, right? Like, I'm not a fan of the way they handle the Belair house. And I'm their age. I'm not a fan of that because I would not have condoned that myself. If I was there on the investigation with them, I would have said something. I would have said, hey man, be a little bit more classy. I would have said something. Because I just don't tolerate that shit. It's like, we're in this person's house, we're doing an investigation, let's be a little bit classy when we're doing it and be professional. That's how I would go about it. I can't speak for everybody. Everybody might not agree with that, and there are certainly people who would definitely not act that way, but that is how I would act. That's why I'm very specific on who I take with me on investigations. Hey, Reed, how you doing, man? Sorry, I want to go back up. I want to make sure I catch some... I don't mind the boys. I will say they aren't someone I seek out, but I will watch your reactions to them. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I love the boys. I love their gaming stuff. I grew up watching... I didn't grow up. Oh, my God. Ugh. Basically, one of my go-to channels through the pandemic was the boys. Josh Molly, Eddie VR, all of those guys. I watched all of their separate channels, and when they made the boys, I was very excited. And till this day, they're one of my favorite channels of all time. And yes, they have some dark senses of humor. And I find some jokes to be hilarious. Depending on how they go about it, I laugh my ass off. To me, they're just genuinely funny guys doing what they do. But that's just me. That's just me. Big fan of... Molly used to kill me. And the reason why he kills me is because when they're playing video games, he's always the person to try to fuck someone up just so he would fuck himself up and be the one that would lose. That is what I love. My go-to pandemic was Curious Connor. Oh, interesting. I'm not sure if I heard of that person. Let me go ahead and look them up really quick. Now you got me curious. Curious Connor. A lot of people blew up after the pandemic. No, he's a big channel. He's a pretty big channel. Hell yeah. A deep dive into Potterheads. Fitness influencers pretending to be monkeys. That's a thing. Interesting. I think Sam and Colby will reading the effing debunking committee. What do you think? I think they should. If they haven't, look, I personally think they have seen a lot of the debunking stuff because they have actually acknowledged a lot of the stuff that the debunkers were saying. So that's one of the reasons why I think that they do. But getting into it, if they haven't, I would recommend they do. And I would certainly recommend they do before they start talking about Satori and Cody even more. Even knowing they are the ones who released the video, I think they should definitely know what they're talking about, especially if they want to come off like being these professional ghost hunters. I'm not going to take you professionally unless I know for a fact you are actually looking at all this evidence and giving me true reasons why you do not think they are accurate reasons to believe that this is how they're doing this kind of thing. I don't want to take you seriously. And this might be the first you're hearing it. I have a hard time taking Sam and Colby seriously when they themselves are not actually trying to put all these different options in here, trying to debunk what they clearly brought to the platform in such a big way. I would love it if they did. And I think it would give them a lot more credibility if they actually did that. I don't know everything that goes on behind the scenes, but that's what I would love. What do you think of the new video they have been teasing would be like? They have posted on doing something different on Instagram. Is it Sam and Colby you're talking about? Yes, Reed, I love Danny too, and Drew and Jarvis. He's friends with Danny Gonzalez, Molly's Kamikaze Gamer. He's very funny. Sorry, Curtis Connor, not Curious. I have New Orleans, Salem, Mass, Area 51, Bigfoot Museum, Willow Creek, Cryptozoology Museum in Portland. I do have much more too. Ooh. Been in a dark place recently. I made a bucket list road trip in the near future. Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that you've been in a dark place lately, man. Molly to Molly. Oh, okay. Finally got to hear some music from some boys. I never knew they had their music. Yep. Oh, they have good songs, I'm going to tell you. Also, yes, influencers pretending to be monkeys, like wearing no shoes and swinging from trees. So they're pretending to be Tarzan, is what they're doing. I'm really mad about Sam and Colby will never just read the effing community, the paranormal community. I understand. You wish they'd put more effort into it, yeah. But they would much rather put into effort in buying creepy looking objects and then breaking them on camera. That's what they would be more interested in, I guess, than actually trying to be professional ghost hunters and trying to debunk or talk about something that they brought to the platform. Yeah, it kind of bums you out when you actually sit back and look at it a little bit. And I'm not trying to be a dick, but after a while, it gets a little old. You wish they would put more effort in, because you do want to see these guys succeed, but it's hard to do that when they keep doing that. How do you feel about the Paranormal Files? I'm not sure if I've even seen your reaction video to them or not. I have not reacted to them. Exactly, but it's called like Monkey Fitness or something. It's very silly. It sounds very silly. Sounds insanely silly. Not too sure, but he's seriously the most funny after Juicy. Juicy is pretty damn hilarious. Matt Rife was the place. I work, do dishes and stuff. The jokes wasn't great. My favorite video is when Molly shows memes to the narrator when he's high. All right, guys, I'm going to have to go ahead and end the live stream here. I want to say thank you to anybody who's donated to my channel. I really appreciate your donations. I appreciate you guys becoming channel members. Really helps out a lot, especially to where a lot of the money is going to be going toward me purchasing a house. I'm going to be so stressed. I'm going to be so busy. So anybody here who's donating and keeping that kind of side of things up, I just want to say I really appreciate you. I know money's very scarce, and I understand that a lot of people are struggling. So if you're struggling, don't even worry about it. You know, take care of yourselves. But I do want to say thank you to those people. Really, really appreciate you all. But until next time, guys, I do got to go ahead and go. It is getting close to work, and I got to get out of here. So unfortunately, this was a fun-ass live stream. I want to do more here soon. But until next time, guys, please do take care. Stay safe out there. And I will be bringing you more paranormal content as soon as possible. And hopefully horror movie content. Yeah, so until next time, guys, please do take care.